Welcome back everybody to the Zeusdaz Unemulated Retro Game Channel. I go by the name of Zeus and it is shit game time once again. This time we're going to tackle Turbo Esprit by Jarrell on the Commodore 64. Now this was an absolute classic on the ZX Spectrum if you knew how to play it. The idea is you've got to basically, you're this what you call it, undercover cop, and you've got to go around in this 3D environment, which is a big deal back in the day for an 8-bit machine. And you got to get the bad guys, the druggies. You've got to wait for the guys to drop off the drugs, and there's hit cars and all this sort of stuff. So most of us just drove around the 3D landscapes and shot everything anyway, including the pedestrians. Yours truly just as guilty as anyone else. So anyway, before we get on with this, let's have a look. It was, it was published by Jarrell, a very respected software company, but in this case, this game is fucking dreadful. And I can't find anything at all on the programmers whatsoever. This came out in 1986. That's all I can tell you. It was published by Jarrell and created, music, graphics, everything by fuck knows. And who cares if, you know, what we're about to see is their best work. I'm surprised they did anything else, and I'm not surprised they left their names out about every forum I've searched. I can't find anyone that's programmed. So maybe in the comments you'd like to tell me if you can come forward and let me know who programmed this crap. Yes, still got the very nice little specky tune. Not as well done though, I don't think. Right, what we got to do? Let's have a look. Well, I know what we've got to do. First of all, sorry, let me see who it was who requested this. It was a paid request by YouTuber Ray C. Sorry mate, hello, how are you doing? And Ray C has come forward with a fucking load of Amiga requests. So you're going to get a lot of Ray C shit game time videos coming up. Because obviously I've just had to get my laptop fixed about a month ago, and that put a backlog and everything else, so I've had to try and juggle requests, you know, up and down, left and right, and make it fair for everyone, because I do get quite a lot of requests and I love it. As much as I get steamed about these games, I love it, and of course the payments continue to go towards Snoopy's TPLO recovery bill, so there we go. Right, anyway, spacebar, penalties and whatever. So, okay, select an option, change level, start game number 5. 5, and there we go. Immediately yuck. Very, 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 very blocky. And if you press M, what should pop up is a map. And that looks terrible too compared to the Spectrum. This looks like you're looking for a letterbox. That's basically the street map of the location that I chose. You move that with that up and down, left and right, and you're at the bottom there flashing, so that's your car, and you've got to wait around or drive around for a bit and wait for these drug cars to turn up. Anyway, let's see how while this moves. Chop, 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 chop. Choppity, choppity, chop. And no, it is not an Amstrad game. This is a Commodore 64 game, even though it moves and it looks colourful. It could easily pass as an Amstrad game, because the colours are, you know, it's sort of Amstrad-y colours there. It's chuggy, so you can shoot like that, and then you crash into, of course, their leftovers of their cars. You've got to be careful of that. But most of us back in the day, as I said, who played the Spectrum version, would just happily cruise around the 3D scenario, turn down streets. That was what was so fun about it. Yes, this was like a 30-year-old precursor of what games that were about to come, these driving games, where you drive around these roads and get these bad guys. Drug car seen on E10. So we press M. Oh, press M again. Come on, where's the M button? Press. So N. He's up there, look. And it's just, I mean, we're only at one street at the moment. I'm at full power. very chuggy. No sense of speed at all. You check out the Spectrum version, and that's impressive. Got rave reviews. This sported a £8.95 price tag for 1986. Commodore games usually did sport an extra pound more than the Spectrum counterparts. Map, please. E10s, where are you? Come on. Ah, you're up there. So you see he's slowly making his way to the left, and I'm still way down here. I've got miles to go, and that's the problem with it. It's too slow, it's too time consuming, it's very boring. I mean, we haven't even gone down a side road yet. It's just stick the joystick in forward position and, I don't know, have a nap. Oh, there's a car, Oh, there's a car. Oh, yeah. Okay, I can't sleep at the wheel. That's not good, is it? You used to be able to shoot the... Oh, damn it. Yeah. Yes. Smash into a wall. Yes, you turn left and right with the fire button and you sharp turn. But I just wanted to shoot that pedestrian. Because he keyed my car. I don't like him. See, look, there is side roads. It's just taking forever to get to them in this version. I would have gone down about 5 side roads by now on the Spectrum version. There's no... Let's have a look at the map again. Hang on. Come on, where's the map? Can't get... There we go. See, now I'm only just... Oh my God, I'm miles away still. I've only just made that amount of progress. Awful. I'll be at the other end of the city on the Spectrum version by now. Crash. Yeah. Did it come out on Amstrad? I can't remember. But anyone that knows Amstrad colours, this looks very similar to Amstrad's kind of style. You know, a lot of games are chuggy on that system. Let's be true to ourselves. And this is like that. Chuggy. Colourful, but chuggy. And choppy. And slow and jerky and everything else that comes with it. Warts and all. And this is all it is. I mean, this is about as exciting as watching 2 coats of paint drying. It's no different. And my left eye is actually becoming lazy. You know, my left lid is slowly wanting to just, hey, we got a side road. But I'm going to go down there anyway, just for the fun of it. And oh look, we got more, of course. It's just, and so where are we going now? Map. It's fucking hard to get this map up with your toe now, Tofi. So where are we? See, they're up there now. They're the drug cars. And now I've just gone down the bloody road I didn't really want to. So I can crash into that wall. Oh no, I was going to go around. Okay, I can go back. That was the idea. Oh, is that it? Bollocks. 5. And here we go again. I have to wait ages. All that time to find the first side road, the first turn off. You know, this is it's like this version forgot other roads. Let's get interested and take on other cars head on. See, I can't even get to show you the real idea of this game, whereas the Spectrum version I could, You know, you get near the drug cars, they meet up, you hide down these side roads, you wait till they do the exchange, and then you go for them. You arrest them, or you shoot them, or you crash, whatever. That's what you do. And there's 4 of them. But I can't really show you in this, because for the first infinity amount of time, it feels, you're just driving in a straight line. Nothing's happening. It's terrible. It's a shadow of what the ZX Spectrum version is. Shadow. Just go nowhere. Just everything's the same. Look, the same buildings. It literally is like 2 frames of scenery repeated. It's one block. Oh, there we got a side road, and I've crashed into. Oh no, I haven't. Oh, I did. Sometimes you can get away with it. Yeah. Get going, screw it, let's forget that. Right, map. See, they're there again, and they're going to be up there somewhere. Yeah, he's waiting for his bloody drop off. And there's the drug car. And I'm here. So you've got to... It's a long wait. I've got to go... Literally, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 5th road on the left, on the right. Ah, something crashed me. Okay. Yeah, it literally is. If you look at the left and right of the scenery, it's small building, big building, lamppost. That's it. Copy and paste. It literally is that. 2 blocks of repeated graphics. You'd like this on the Spectrum, I'm telling you. It's a good game. It moves fast. Just got to get used to the controls a little bit when you swing down roads. But it's a good game. But this is like... Oh, just want to fall asleep. It's a snore fest. That's it. It's just literally a snore fest. Even Snoop is snoring next to me now. I can hear that, aren't you? Oh, by the way, I'm snoring. This is boring, Dad. It's boring. Even I think this is boring. But it is, isn't it? Drug car scene on M19. But yeah, that's way off. I'm nowhere near, again, the map. I've got miles to go. Miles. I said I'd have been at the end of the city by now on the other version. Forums weren't very kind to it either. A lot of negative reviews. Basically complaining it's a snore fest. Come on. And that's it again. I mean, do I really need to show you any more? There's nothing else to change level. Any view scores, change level 1. That's the difficulty. You select your city at the beginning. It's a menu before this. Yeah. I don't know why I'm showing you this again, because it's going to be the same thing. Here we go again. Endless driving. Let's get the map up. I'm right down here. Got to get right up there in the middle area of the city. Got to get downtown. Yeah, I mean, this was a major deal on the ZX Spectrum back in the day. I mean, it was a game where you could freely drive down every road in 3D fast speed, you know, animation, whatever you want to, how you want to word it. It was just a delight, and most of us, let's be honest with you, most of us just enjoyed it for driving down different roads and shooting cars and stuff like that. We didn't actually stick to what the game was supposed to do, and that's get the bad guys, the drug cars. But you can't do it on this. It's just, there's no fun in this at all. There's a side road finally, 1. Long way to go. Even the lines of the road are just, it's like 2 frames of animation. Well, I'm sure on the Spectrum version you can shoot pedestrians. I know I did. I'm sure I did. That was one of the enjoyment things about it. Pretending I was a bad guy. Like it was in 1977. There was a film called The Car. In the 70s, had these. You had Jewel, which was a great big truck that was chasing this bloke. You had The Car, which was basically driven by the devil. Not a particularly brilliant film, but the car was pretty cool. The actual car itself, it's quite, it's black and, as you can imagine, impossible to shoot with bullets, and it was just running people off randomly off the road. I can picture myself in that position sometimes, the amount of cyclists I have to deal with. But anyway, I digress. You start giving me ideas. Look, I'm sorry, everybody, but this is literally the game on the Commodore 64. It was a waste of time then programming this. It's just far too slow because of it. You never really... It takes forever to even get to one drug car. On the Spectrum version, I would have caught 2 of the bad guys by now. If you want to see how good this game is, yes, check it out on the ZX Spectrum. There's bound to be a long play on YouTube of it. Go and check it out and you'll see the difference. Or even load it in an emulator or real hardware if you've got it and give it a go. You'll soon appreciate driving down all the sceneries, all the different side roads, how free you feel doing it. I just want to commit suicide here. Same crappy bloody sound effects. That firing is exactly what you hear in a lot of shoot 'em up construction kit games. I'll tell you what I'm going to do if I can time it right. Oh, I've turned down a road. You know what I was trying to do? I shouldn't admit this. I was trying to crush that pedestrian in the wall. Naughty Zeus. How could you be such a mean god? You cannot do that, Zeus. You can't run down these people. Well, you never know. There might be severe multi-murderer and paedophile. Look at it that way. Then you'd be happy for me to run him down, wouldn't you? Surely you'd be... there's a murderer. Get him in. Boof. I've gone down the side road and I've crashed. There he is. Look, he's running off. Chasing his next victim. Yeah. Let's see if we can crush Jimmy Savile. Boof! Did I get him? I don't know. Look at a little wanker. Oh dear. Well, that's it. That's Turbo Esprit from Jarell on the Commodore 64. Don't even acknowledge the game. If you want to play it, play the ZX Spectrum version, then you'll appreciate how good this game is. This is a shadow of what that version is. Terrible. Should never even saw the light of day on the Commodore 64. Awful. Absolutely awful. Good choice, Ray C. Well done, mate. Well deserved. What am I going to give that? Well, I've said everything. It's got nice colours. It looks very... Because Amstrad had nice colours. It looks very Amstrad-y colour-esque, the palette. Yeah, and unfortunately, the juddering is very much like the Amstrad 2. Certainly not a Spectrum port. Nowhere near it. It's awful. The game is brilliant, but this version is absolutely awful, and it was sporting an £8.95 price tag. Unforgivable. Came out in budget price for $1.99. Yeah, that's fair enough, $1.99, but there's just no action in it. There's nothing. There's no redeeming features in it at all. It's dull, it's boring, and if you're having trouble, if you've got insomnia, you're having trouble going to sleep, put this on, whack the joystick in forward and watch. And I guarantee before you know it, your brain will be shutting down. There you go. So what am I going to give it on the shitometer? Well, I've said what I've had to do. There's no redeeming features again, as I said. £9 price tag pretty much, so boring. I'm going to give that 84 shits on the shitometer. For Turbo Esprit on the Commodore 64 by Jarell and by those people that programmed it or programmed it who obviously wanted to remain anonymous. Can't find anything about them, I'm not surprised, shame on you. Quickly programmed it and ran off with the cash. Yes. You won't be the first and you won't be the last. And that's what the Shit Game Time section is all about. Calling you lot out of the shadows. Explain yourselves if you have the nerve. I've even had a programmer for, I can't remember what it was called now, it was like a Doom type game for the Amiga. The actual programmers paid me, which is what you do on a Shit Game Time request. Sorry, nothing in life is free unless it's catching. They paid me to shit rate their game on the Shit Game Time section. You know, that was a while back. I can't remember what game it is. Maybe you in the comments can remind me. Yeah, but go check that out. The actual programmers wanted me to banish it into the fucking vault of shitness. And I warned them, I'm not going to go light on them just because they've paid me and they're the programmers. I did it. That's what it is. I'm the judge, jury and executioner, because there certainly wasn't any back then, back in the day, looking after us kids, be sucking out of our money. Who on earth could afford nearly £9 in 1986 as a young teen or an older, not a toddler, but you know, like a 10-year-old? When that'd be Christmas present and you got this. Imagine that. You saw it on your Spectrum, your mate's Spectrum, and you think, brilliant game. You get it on this system and you see that. That's your Christmas present. Merry Christmas, kiddo. Fuck you, Dural, on this occasion. Okay, that's it for me, this edition of Shit Game Time. Thank you very much for joining me on it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave your comments below. I'm always love reading your comments. 3 videos will pop up in a moment. Well, 4 actually. 3 of them will be random Shit Game Time videos for you to check out. And don't forget to check out the Shit Game Time section on my channel because there's nearly 200 of them. And there'll be a video in the top top left-hand corner as usual. This is where you place your requests. Any games that you brought you turmoil, pulled your hair out, or you ripped your heart out back in the day, you wasted your money. Treat yourself. Let Zeus give out the medicine. As they say, the games and the programmers and the publishers certain times are cancer. Zeus is the cure. Now go and watch Copra. Right, I'm out of here. Laters, Zeus, out of Shitsville.